You think a quick slap will fix the behavior, but what if the silence that follows isn't obedience's fear? And what if the lesson your child learns isn't discipline, but distance? Today, we're re-exploring whether you might be spanking the wrong way and the hidden signs that show you could be hurting your child more than helping. Make sure you stay until the end, because I'm going to share some practical, effective alternatives that build real discipline and emotional strength, not just temporary compliance. Welcome to the channel, where we break down modern parenting with a mix of science, empathy, and real-world experience. Let's dive right in. I hear this all the time. I was spanked and I turned out fine. And I get it. In those super stressful parenting moments, a quick spank can feel like the fastest way to regain control and stop a meltdown. But let us be clear, you're not a bad parent for feeling overwhelmed or resorting to what you know. You're human. The thing is, we need to ask ourselves what our kids are actually learning in that moment. Here's the truth. Children often stop the misbehavior not because they've suddenly understood what's right and wrong, but simply because they're trying to avoid pain. This is a crucial distinction. When a child's brain is focused on self-preservation, the lesson about sharing or not hitting their sibling gets completely lost. Research consistently shows that repeated spanking triggers the same stress pathways in the brain that are activated during moments of intense fear or danger. This high-stress state literally shuts down the parts of the brain responsible for learning and reasoning. The result is a child who learns less and shuts down more. So, how can you tell if your discipline is creating fear instead of respect? There are some clear signs. Does your child flinch or cringe when you quickly raise your hand for any reason, even just to grab something? Have you noticed them lying more often, not out of defiance, but to avoid punishment at all costs? Perhaps they've become overly cautious, afraid to take risks or try new things for fear of making a mistake. Or maybe they've lost that spark of confidence they once had. Another big one is immediate obedience, followed by a delayed emotional explosion. They might stop the behavior instantly, but later you see them acting out with intense anger, withdrawing completely, or being aggressive with siblings or friends. These aren't signs of a well-disciplined child. They're signs of a child managing big, scary feelings all alone. They're coping with fear, not learning respect. Now, does this mean every parent who has ever spanked is a bad person? Absolutely not. Parenting is hard, and most of us are just repeating the methods we grew up with because we believe it's what teaches discipline. We want our kids to be good people, and we use the tools we were given. But today, we have so much more information about child development. We know that true, long-lasting discipline, the kind that builds character, comes from connection, communication, and emotional safety, not from power and control. It's about teaching, not punishing. The good news is there are healthier, more effective alternatives that actually work. First, describe the behavior as the problem, not the child. Instead of saying, "You're so messy," try, "Toys need to be put away so no one trips." This separates their action from their identity. Second, use natural consequences. If they refuse to put on their coat, they'll feel cold on the way to the car. If they make a mess with their crayons, the natural consequence is helping to clean it up. This connects the action directly to the outcome. Third, and this is a big one for us as parents, take a calm down pause. When you feel your anger rising, step away for a minute. Say, "I'm feeling too angry to talk about this right now. I'm going to take a moment to calm down." This not only prevents you from reacting in a way you'll regret, but it also models healthy emotional regulation for your child. Fourth, teach the power of repair. Everyone makes mistakes. After a conflict, guide your child through a sincere apology and help them fix the problem. Whether it's rebuilding a tower they knocked down or drawing a nice picture for the person whose feelings they hurt. Finally, remember that you are their primary role model. They learn how to handle frustration, disappointment, and anger by watching you. When you manage your own emotions with patience and respect, you are giving them the greatest lesson in discipline they could ever receive. So, this brings us to the big question. What is the ultimate goal of discipline? Is it to achieve temporary obedience born from fear, or is it to build an internal compass of right and wrong that guides our children for the rest of their lives? The choice is ours to make in every challenging moment. I'd love to hear from you. Tell me in the comments what discipline method has worked best for your family. Your experience could really help another parent who's struggling right now. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content that helps you navigate the beautiful, messy journey of parenting. See you in the next video.